bulijjo tubeera n'ebintu bingi tubeera nti tubatuusaako. So olunaku olwaleero nina mukulu mukwano gwange Seefu. Abaana bangi mu kibyalo eyo bafa n'obulwadde obwa Sickle cell. Emabega mujjukire ntwalinako an interaction with you. Kale olunaku olwaleero waliyo package gyatuleetedde naye njagadde asooka atubuuzeeko my brother.
Okay, please. Thank you very much, Isaac and the crew. My name is Mukalu Jude. I am working with AMNO Sickle Cell Relief Foundation. It's a CBO that aims at trying to help people and children suffering from sickle cells in any way possible. And we are hoping that in the near future, the work that will be done will ensure that those people don't go through so much suffering again. However, today there is more than just the organization. We have come out with new ways to reach people with sickle cell disease.
Okay.
Thank you.
So brief us about today's topic. We talking about very briefly about the book.
For some nobody, and of course you can tell our viewers
About as it has a title.
definitely you break for us. It's about our new project that is Tail Bright.
Thank you very much, brother. Today we are here to mainly talk about a sickle cell book that is named Navigating Life with Sickle Cell Disease, and I am the author, Mukalu Jude Ayo. This book has been written by me because I have seen so much negligence when it comes to what? Sickle cells. So I believe through this book we can create awareness. The more people read it, the more people will get aware about sickle cell disease and the better choices they will make.
So what inspired you to write this book?
What inspired me to write this book is the fact that me myself being a victim of sickle cell disease, people with sickle cell disease go through, and really it is not easy. There is a lot of pain and suffering involved, and so I believed through writing this book would try to reduce on that pain and suffering, because in this book we guide people with sickle cell disease on how to live a more normal life. Even with the condition they are in, they need to know that they are also productive in society, that their life matters. And then it is also going to encourage them to fight through those hard times. Through the experiences I've gone through and I have written in this book, they will know that they are not the only ones who are going through hard time, but there are many other people going through it. And if others can go through it and come out, so can they. So that is another reason why I chose to write this book. And the other reason why I decided that this book, after writing it, I decided it would be important because I was hoping, as right now I speak, there is very little to no funding when it comes to people with sickle cell, mostly in the eastern.
Yes.
And when we talk about organizations, sickle cell organizations are very, very few.
Okay.
Yeah, so writing this book is a way that I am trying to encourage people to buy it, so that some of that money will go into supporting these children with sickle cells. Yeah, because after the sale, part of it is going to support those children. Yes, and it will only be sold at 20,000, and on that money, a certain percentage will be put to help the children going through those difficulties, and children suffering from sickle cells, because I have interacted with many of these children in the referral hospital.
Yes,
And
different communities.
yes, and they have really gone through a lot.
Okay.
They get stroke, but they cannot afford to come to the hospital. Some of them are disabled, and their parents are old. They cannot keep carrying them to the hospital. So if we could at least find a way to buy them wheelchairs, support their transport. When they come there, they sit for long hours without eating. It may not be much, but at least it would be a start.
Yes.
Yes, because they say the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. So if we could start helping them slowly by slowly, we would see that these children have really also had a better life compared to what they would have gone through. Yes, and furthermore, this book also was written with the main intention of helping people who do not have sickle cells better understand people with sickle cells.
Yes.
Because you find that people who don't have sickle cells end up stigmatizing people with sickle cells. They really isolate them in the community. They don't understand them at all. So I believe through this book they will be more informed and better understanding. They will at least try to support and guide people with sickle cells, yeah, better than they have been, because now at least they will have the knowledge and they will have the picture of what they are going through.
Okay.
Yes.
So, how much research went into this point? How much? The whole of this research.
Thank you very much. Actually, a lot of research went through it, because it went through a lot of research, because I first started by doing personal research.
Yes.
And then I went to medical personnels.
Yes.
All over Valley region.
Yes.
In different hospitals. We interacted, and then I also used personal experience.
Yes, what you have been going through.
Yes,
Yes.
because there's nothing better than experience. You really know what is there.
Okay.
Yeah, that is why it took me 2 years to come up with it, because I needed to do extensive research.
Yes.
And make sure that everything is right.
Okay.
Yes, so there was a lot of research that was put into it. A lot.
Okay. So you, when you talk about research, you do for the entire region, in the entire country, like all the Herigon sub-region.
That research and the book, I'm hoping, would not just end in the eastern region,
Yes.
but would be worldwide.
Okay.
It would cover the entire earth, because if someone here in Bali is having an issue with sickle cell disease,
Yes.
they are having the same symptoms with a person in New York. They are having the same symptoms with someone in China.
Yes.
Yeah, they're having the same symptoms with someone in England. So this is to help everyone
Yes.
suffering from sickle cell disease, and to also help those who are around them help them better. So it's not just something that needs to end here. No, I believe by God's grace it will move to the whole world, and many people will read it, and many people will gain a lot of experience from it. And I hope also with time it will be a book that is used to teach medics a couple of things about sickle cells during their studies. Yes, because there are some things they can learn from here that they would not have gotten in class.
Okay.
Yes.
So we go back somehow. We talked about the challenges that you guys go through,
Yes.
whether it's communication.
Yes.
Some patients take a long period before they access the medication. Maybe how or what your call to the government maybe.
Well, my call to the government would be to at least put more effort on people with sickle cell disease, because as I speak to you, for the past weeks there has been no hydroxyurea in the referral hospital, and this is a medication necessary for people with sickle cell disease so that they can face lesser crisis. But now if they cannot even access this medication, that means they are going to go through the pains and suffering. So I would really call on the government to at least put in more effort to help people with sickle cell disease, and also to help those organizations such as this one. It's called Amno Sickle Cell Relief Foundation. It's an organization we came up with to help people with sickle cell disease, and we are having some troubles when it comes to funding. And actually I'm even wearing our t-shirt with the logo, but we are having issues when it comes to funding. So I would request the government and anyone out there, any well-wisher, all the prominent people, to please come in and support these organizations, support us so that we can do our work. We can help people with sickle cell disease, because this is really a very difficult disease and a very expensive one. So we really need a lot of support, because these children and people are very vulnerable.
Okay. The we move forward. Um, uh, where can someone find this book? You share with us maybe the contact number.
Yes.
The press out
Yes.
about from a patient down there in the community up to the hospital.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, when we come to the table of content, the main subjects I wrote on were what is sickle cell. That was the first thing to better understand what really sickle cells is, because someone will know, yeah, there's sickle cells, but they don't know what it is, and they don't know how it affects those with it. And then when you look at the part of medication, there is a point, because when you have sickle cell disease, there are medications that you need, that you can't do without. So this book talks about all those things, from medication to the habits you have, to what treatments, the diet you have to eat, because people with sickle cell disease are very picky. They prefer certain foods. So it also talks about the diets, and then the marriage, because there has been this issue of people marrying without testing their partner for sickle cell disease. or sickle cell trait, and they may also not have tested each other or themselves, sorry. And then at the end of the day, they will give birth to a child with sickle cell disease, and in most cases they will blame the woman and say she's a bad omen. Huh? So we want to remove that negligence. We want people to be more aware.
Yes.
Yeah, so those are the few things.
Marriage.
Yes, you test. And I'm hoping and praying that in the near future, these tests should be mandatory. Yes, for everyone, so that people are aware. People don't make decisions without knowledge of what is going on. Yes, this is what is happening, and if I mess up like this, it's the poor child who is going to suffer the consequences. So those are the few things that are here. But on top of that, there are many more. Yeah, this book was just launched recently. We did the launching, and as I speak, there are more copies coming up. So currently, the only way to get it is through contacting me, and then maybe I can send you the number of copies you want. But you will know that each copy you're buying is part of that money is also going to help a child with sickle cell disease. And we only charge 20,000 Uganda shillings. And in case you want to reach me, my number is 0791120449. I repeat again, 0791120449. My name is Jude, and that is the best way you can reach me to get copies of this book, Beyond Prison, Navigating Life with Sickle Cell Disease. And also, if you want to help us out with the organization in terms of funding in any way possible, you can still reach out to me on that number, and your money will be put to whichever you decide, either the organization or the book. Every support will be appreciated, and we encourage you to support these people because they really need you. We really need you. We really need help. There is a lot of struggles going on in the lives of people with sickle cell disease. So please help us. Come up and let's fund the organization. Let's buy the books to increase on our knowledge on sickle cell disease. And while we are funding the organization, we are helping people with sickle cell disease better.
Okay. So, what are the key takeaways, all the lessons that you want readers to remember in this book?
Thank you. The lessons I want us to remember is that the first thing, people with sickle cell disease did not wish for it. It just happened, and some of them, it happened because their parents were not aware of the what they. Because it's just something which people. Yeah, so the lessons I want us to take are that let's not stigmatize these people, because they are people like us. And then the biggest lesson I want us to take is this. You know, when you're a person who has sickle cell disease or any other disease, for instance, for my case, I have sickle cell disease, but I'm also a graduate with a degree in governance and international relations. But whichever office you go to present your papers hoping for employment or job, yes, they cannot, they do not want to employ people who have any conditions. So the lesson I want us to take is we are also people like you, and this is not something we wished for. So I cry out to the government and to all the prominent people and everyone out there to please, let's try to help people with sickle cell disease also live a normal, happy life. We are also productive. We can also improve on the state of the society. And since we have gone through all this, we have even more motivation to do what others may not do. Yes, so that is the main lesson I want us to take.
All right, thank you, Jude Mugaru.
Narrative twagala kubeera nti bakubiriza
As a book, ekitabo kino kiri ku mitwalo 2 gyokka. Bamasaba oba kanakuyikabiika obwamabulwale bwa sikose kitabo kiri ano. Please come and support our brother, and of course happens hana mama hano anaba
balina obulwale bwa sickle cell. I think subscribe, share, comment. We shall be able to get back to you. Thank you very much.